Okay, I think I am live. Am I live? I should be live. God knows what happened there. For some reason, nothing was connected, and that was weird. But yeah, everyone, I'm back. I am back again. I hope everyone's doing well today. I believe I am live. All looking good on there. All connected. Good. Right, I am back. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new stream. Hope everyone is doing well today. It's going to wait for notifications to go out on the channel. Hopefully they go out today, fingers crossed. Yeah, hope everyone's doing well today. We've got some exciting news. We've got some very exciting news actually to talk about today. I'm really much looking forward to this stream. Hopefully notifications will go out very soon. Let me have a look. Hopefully they do. Yep, I'm on the list, which is good. So hopefully I'll start getting some people in very soon. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well today. We do have some very exciting news regarding Pier Emirick Aubamayang. Is pretty much what I've actually got it on my phone. Pier Emirick Aubamayang would like to join Chelsea. And pretty much Chelsea have put down a bid on the table for 22 mil bid for Aubameyang, and we are yet to hear more news on that with Barcelona. Apparently though, Xabi Alonso doesn't want him to go, but the owners do, which is weird. So yeah, that's what we'll be talking about today. It's a bit of a weird time at the club. Chelsea have put out. That is definitely live. Cool, good. So yeah, it's definitely all gone out and everything, which is good to see. I really hope we can get Aubameyang into the club. I think that'd be massive for Chelsea, massive for the fans, massive for everything, a massive help for Tuchel as well, such as such as trying to even, if I'll be honest, I think we've got the worst attacking team in the league. Our attack is pretty shambolic, and a lot of people know that. And we shouldn't be ashamed to know that, but it's just facts. We are. So yeah, we just kind of have to see how everything goes, see how everything turns out, and hopefully, we hopefully get him, and fingers crossed everything goes well. But no, I think Aubameyang would be a great fit for Chelsea, and the main reason I say this is because he's got so much talent. He's at an age where he's got the experience that we need, and we haven't ever had at the club before. And Aubameyang is Premier League proven. He played for Arsenal in the Premier League. He's played for quite a few clubs now. Actually, he's currently playing for Barcelona. It may not be any anymore. He might be coming to Chelsea. We'll just have to see really how everything goes. But yeah, no, we put down a 22 million bid. So fingers crossed, Barcelona accept that bid. And fingers crossed that they, let him go, and hopefully all good. Because I actually don't think Barcelona in the Champions League this season, and he's already said he wants to get Champions League football. So that's pretty much proven as well. But no, we really just need to kind of just get on with it. If I'm honest with you, and just hope for the very best. And fingers crossed we can get him over the line as well. The Fofana news, I don't know what's going on with Fofana right now. I'm not too sure. I haven't heard anything else of Fofana recently, which is interesting. I think he's desperate to leave to go to Chelsea. He's already said that. But it's the fact that will Leicester City let him go. We'll have to see. Notifications have not gone out again. Are my notifications just not going out now? Is this now a thing? If anyone's in the chat, let me know. Because I don't want to be speaking to myself yet again. I might have to go live later actually now. Which is no issues, I can do that. I have notifications. This is weird because what's funny is the last Here We Goes, I've been getting so many views. But then the minute I don't, I drop loads of viewers. If you're here, guys, just let me know in the comments. Yeah, I don't know if I'm talking to myself or not. If I am, then shame on me. But if I am, I'm gonna have to reschedule it maybe for a later date. I am gonna consider about going to live about 8 o'clock, I think, because I think 8 o'clock is a good time. Because still at now, people are, you know, not available, I guess. But yeah, I mean, if I really have to, I'll go live later. But yeah, we'll just have to see. But if you are in the chat, feel free to say hello. Hey, we got someone. Effect Shorts, welcome along. How you doing? Did any of you guys get notifications? Any of you get notifications? Because I don't know what's going on. Yesterday YouTube wasn't working, and now today it seems a bit dodgy. I sort of hope things are getting back a little bit. Yeah, let me know if you guys got notifications, because I normally get, believe it or not, I get notification whenever I go live, and I haven't been for the last 2 days since it's gone live, which is worrying. So yeah, if so, I'm gonna have to go live later on, which is like 8 o'clock. So yeah, but I hope we can, you know, I hope sort of we can hope this gets fixed. It looks like notifications might have just gone out. I've been 7 minutes into the stream. Thank you very much, YouTube. Appreciate your support. Thank you, YouTube, yet again. But no, if you guys are just tuned in for notifications, welcome along. Haven't missed too much at all. Just talking about Aubameyang hopefully making his way to Chelsea. Chelsea have put a bid on the table for £22 million, and Aubameyang's already said he wants UCL football, which is Champions League football, and Barcelona cannot offer that to him because they're not in the Champions League. So yeah, he could be coming to Chelsea. Just depends, and I believe there's meetings today with him as well, which is exciting. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. I personally think Aubameyang would be a brilliant player to have at Chelsea, because the issue with Chelsea we've ever had is we seem to not be able to attack very well. And when I say that, our attacking has been awful. Yes, we've got Raheem Sterling, but he's not going to really offer much if the other players can't help him around. Raheem Sterling cannot physically do stuff on his own. If Raheem Sterling's got the football and he's running, he's going to need support by a Mason Mount, a Kai Havertz, and those two just cannot offer it to him. They cannot offer it to him. Even a Pulisic cannot offer it to him. And that is the issue. Raheem Sterling cannot do it on his own. So if we brought in Aubameyang and played a 4-4-2, and maybe, for example, we had, I don't know, a Mendy in goal, we had a Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Reece James, Cucurella, and then we had, for example, I don't know, a Pulisic, and then on the left-hand side, maybe had like a Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho, something like that, and then up front we then had Aubameyang and Sterling. It will work better. But the thing is, Sterling needs someone at a top, at striking position with him, in the forward position, for him able to actually produce goals for us. And that's the thing that we don't have. Kai Havertz cannot simply do that, because he's just been shambolic for the start of the season. Mason Mount's struggling at the moment. I don't know what's going on with him. Hakim Ziyech is nowhere to be seen at Chelsea, and Pulisic just doesn't really know what's going on. Apparently Pulisic might be leaving to Manchester United on loan, so we'll see what goes on there. But it's just all a bit of a shambles at Chelsea right now. Yes, we've got signings in. Yes, we've got Cucurella. Yes, we've got Koulibaly, Sterling. But we need more. We need more, and, I think Aubameyang would be that great player. And like I said, like I said beforehand as well, I think it'd be really good to see Wilfried Zaha coming to Chelsea. And I know that he's not constantly consistent, but he can also play in that forward role. So then technically we can have 3 strikers, and also we've got Broja, so technically 4 strikers. But I think it'd be really crucial to see, Wilfried Zaha to come in. Because, for example, if Pulisic goes on loan to Manchester United, which is all cool, I'm happy with that. He's going to get game time, fingers crossed, hopefully for him. If we brought on Wilfried Zaha, he could play in the left wing role, and he could play maybe Mason Mount, Kovacic, Kante, and then Zaha, and then at top we can have Aubameyang, Sterling, or Aubameyang, Broja, or Sterling, Broja, either one of those, and it'll be all good. Everyone will be happy. I'll be happy. Every Chelsea fan will be happy. We will start to look more threatening at top, which we haven't been for the last 3 seasons. So I constantly mention it. It's like look at Arsenal last season. Arsenal were shambles pretty much for the whole of this last season. And then all of a sudden, this season, or this transfer window, should I say, they brought in Gabriel Jesus, and he's been scoring goals consistently because he's a striker. He's an in-and-out striker who knows what he's doing. And he wants the game time because he wants to be able to play for Brazil because they're in the World Cup for this year. And if he doesn't get game time, then he can't play. So yeah, Gabriel Jesus is amazing. And personally, I think we should have put a bid on the table for Man City to get him. But there we go. We went for Sterling, and I'm happy with the choice that we went for. I think it's a good choice that we went for Sterling. I think he can produce quite a lot for us as well. I think he can do. I don't know. I just think he can do more than what we have. He's got dribbling. He's got good shooting. He's fast. He's got pace, which is the same thing. But he's just got things that we never had beforehand, like last season or the season before that, because we used to struggle with that. And I think that is what's so crucial with Raheem Sterling. But like I said, Raheem Sterling cannot do it on his own. Yes, if he's got the ball, and yes, if he's got past 2 defenders, okay, yes, he's running with it. Then the issue is he hasn't got a Kai Havertz or Mason Mount near him, so then he's got to do it on his own, and then he's under pressure more, and then boom, he just kind of flops a bit there. And I think with Aubameyang being on that right strike and Raheem Sterling going the left strike, if at least, I don't know, for example, Raheem Sterling goes past 2 defenders and they've been caught back and he's sprinting, he can then look to his right or look to his left and see Aubameyang there that's ready for the ball. He can pass it to Aubameyang at the right time, and Aubameyang can slot it into the corner, because that is what a striker does. It's like another time as well when I think it was Tottenham. Against Tottenham, a ball came over and Lloris had to sprint back into the middle of the goal, and no one was there. But if that was a striker, that would be a completely different story to not having a striker. Having a false 9 isn't a striker. Kai Havertz is a false 9. That's what he's doing. He's playing false 9. And quite simply, it's not working for him. He knows it's not working for him. I don't know why Tuchel and Kai Havertz haven't switched positions yet. And this is sort of probably why we brought in Raheem Sterling, to try and fix his issue. But even that isn't really doing much. And I just think if we can buy Aubameyang alongside Sterling, I think we will look a lot more scarier at attack, and people will be a lot more like, okay, we need to be careful of these 2 here, because these 2 are going to do some damage to us if we're not careful. And that's what we want. We want to do damage to teams. We want to score. We want to win Premier League trophies, Champions League trophies, FA Cups, which we haven't won in like 4 years. We want to do that. But in order for us to do that, we need attackers. And that is not what we have at Chelsea at the moment. We do not have any attackers. And, attackers are the most important thing to be able to score goals. And I've been shouting at this for so many goddamn times. We cannot score a barn. It's ridiculous. We cannot hit a barn door. We cannot hit a barn door. Like, Kai Havertz has opportunities, he scuffs them. Mason Mount has opportunities to go into the stand. It's just ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. And if we had Aubameyang alongside Raheem Sterling, honestly, it could change. It could generally change. And then, for example, if we did want to sell, if we wanted to loan Pulisic off to, Pulisic off to Man United, and then also we gave Man United a option to buy Pulisic after the season, and then we could then look into getting Wilfried Zaha, which would be really good, because then he could play on the left wing as well, and then we could have potentially a Mason Mount, a Zaha, and then they could all go at attack, and then potentially we could have Raheem Sterling, Aubameyang, Zaha, Mason Mount, and a Havertz as well. So, I generally think having Aubameyang would be absolutely crucial for Chelsea, and I personally think he'd be great for us, because he's Premier League proven. We've seen that. He scored goals. We've seen that. He plays well. We've seen that, and he's pretty much consistent most of the time. And it'll just be someone. It'll just be someone out of the attack, because technically right now we don't have a striker. Timo Werner's left Chelsea. All good for him. He's in RB Leipzig right now, playing football with them. He's already scored a banger. Congratulations to him. Very happy for him. We are currently left with Broja, who Tuchel for some reason isn't giving any game time, which is weird. I expected, Tuchel to give Broja some sort of game time right now, but there we go. But yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes, how the season goes. I like Aubameyang. Let me know what you guys think as well. I'd like to know what you guys think about that. Short term, yeah, well, exactly. I mean, this is the thing. If Pulisic does go off to Man United, we could offer that to them, and then they have the offer maybe to buy him off us, and then we could potentially replace him with like a Zaha or someone else. But what I'm mainly saying is, though, if we really want to win titles this season, like Premier League titles, Champions League titles, FA Cups, and all that kind of stuff, we need to have some sort of attacking, a threat at the top, and we don't have that right now. Yes, we have a Pulisic and a Sterling, but does really Pulisic help Sterling? I can't see that. And this is what I think, Aubameyang can bring. Because if we played a 4-4-2, Aubameyang and Sterling would be perfect up front. Sterling's got pace. That means that every single player is trying to bond with him. The minute Sterling's gone, the defenders have gone with him to try and cut him off. And then that means that then Aubameyang is left on his own. So then Sterling can cut back, find Aubameyang. And Aubameyang is tall as well. He can cross it in and then boom, it could be a goal. And we don't have that right now. With Kai Havertz, we don't have that. Mason Mount, we don't have that. Pulisic, we don't have that. And that is what a striker does. A striker is always there in that role. And the only other thing I got issues with strikers with Chelsea is every time that we buy one, they always seem to be offside. And I don't know if it's a curse at Chelsea, like the number 9 curse one. If he gets a number 9 shirt, I'm going to be so upset. Yeah, good luck to him if he gets a number 9 shirt. That'd be interesting. Will the curse be broken if he has it? We don't know. Or will he get the number 11 shirt? He might get the number 11 shirt, actually. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this is the thing. You know, at Chelsea, whenever we buy in strikers, we always seem to be offside with them. And then when they go to a different club, they're always not offside. But, you know, all the time that we have them, we're always offside. So hopefully, you know, I mean, Tuchel has actually played with Aubameyang. Tuchel used to, I believe, manage Borussia Dortmund, who Aubameyang used to play for way back in the day. And, you know, Aubameyang said, no, not Aubameyang either, God. You know, Thomas Tuchel said how good he is and how much he wants him in the squad. And, yeah, we put the bid on the table. We just got to wait for Barcelona to accept it. Hopefully not reject it, fingers crossed. And just fingers crossed, the next thing that we see is that Aubameyang has accepted the offer and is coming to London for medical. That would be what would be amazing. Who knows if that will happen in time? I don't know. He definitely won't come before Leeds. I mean, that's out in like three days. Definitely won't. It'll be the next game after that, or the next game after that if we haven't got it done. But you know, I think number 9 would be absolutely amazing. Having a striker would be fantastic. And, yeah. But any more news about Wesley Fofana? No more news about him. He's currently, I don't know what's going on. Apparently, their manager doesn't want to sell him. It's all a bit of a shambles over there. Technically, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about Wesley Fofana. I really aren't. I mean, is all this for, you know, is all this stress about him just gonna cause, you know, complete issues when it comes to the club? Is he gonna feel like he's under pressure and he's gonna play crap for us? Who knows? I just don't know if it's worth it, if I'm honest with you. And it's like, I think we have to now pay him like £50 million. So I'd rather not. Just leave it out. It's because we always tend to spend a lot of money and the pressure can be an issue, and sometimes people don't belong in the Premier. Exactly. Very good thinking, actually. That is very true. It's a bit like Timo Werner. We spent a lot of money on him, and, you know, he had at least 2 seasons to get himself Premier League proven, and he was just struggling. He just couldn't do it. He couldn't maintain it. And then the minute he went back to RB Leipzig, literally about a week ago, he banged in a goal from nearly the halfway line. So for God's sake, you know, it just goes to show you that some players are not Premier League proven and can't be in it because it's one of the hardest, you know, leagues to be in. But what I'm saying is Aubameyang, yes, right now he isn't in the Premier League, but he grew up in the Premier League. You know, he grew around it. Yes, he went from Borussia Dortmund to Arsenal. But then he's at least Premier League proven. He scored goals for Arsenal. He's good. He was good for Arsenal. And you know, we just need someone like that. We just need someone that's been in the Premier League, knows how it's done, and can handle the pressure and all the situations around them. And that, I think, currently is what we've always lacked on. We all thought that we were going to get that with Romelu Lukaku, right? Well, that didn't happen at the end of the day. So, yeah, I mean, now Lukaku's banging in goals in Inter Milan. It just goes to show that some players are generally not made for the Premier League. And what you guys are saying is completely right. It's just true. You know, we could buy in Messi or Ronaldo. Well, Ronaldo's been Premier League proven for many years, obviously. But we could buy a Messi, come to Chelsea and play absolutely diabolical because he's not used to the Premier League. The Premier League is by far the hardest league in world football, in my opinion. You've got extremely good teams. You've got Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, or would argue United, Arsenal, and even lower teams like, you know, Brentford. You know, those kind of teams can actually, you know, you see what Brentford did against Man United. You know, it's one of the hardest leagues in world football, and that's why so many, you know, players and so many clubs constantly struggle and suffer because they just haven't got what it takes to play like 30 odd games and be hammering tongs constantly against some of the world top players. I mean, this is another thing as well. I look at Erling Haaland for Man City. Yes, he scored in 2 goals one of the games about a week ago, and everyone's thinking, oh my gosh, he's actually going to completely ruin the whole Premier League. Man City, they've done it again. And then they play against Bournemouth. He had like 18, you know, touches, whatever it was, and he didn't score a goal. it just goes to show, is Haaland really Premier League proven, or has everyone just overhyped it? I mean, I'm not scared of Haaland. I mean, bring it on. Chelsea, Man City, Haaland, don't care. Bring it on. It's just another striker, in my opinion. But there we go. Timo goal at the weekend was goalkeeper error more than anything. Yeah, I did see that goal. It was quite funny. But, you know, it just goes to show, you know, Timo Werner wouldn't have had that confidence anyway just to do that in the Premier League. He just wouldn't. And the minute he did, and the minute if he would try and do that, he'll get completely tackled by a defender. And, you know, the minute the ball comes, defender straight on him, tackle it, out of his feet, no chance for Timo Werner. And that is exactly what the Premier League does. The Premier League is a very hard, a very, you know, I like to say a very cruel league, if I'm honest with you. Lots of teams suffer, lots of teams struggle, a lot of players struggle as well. And, you know, it's just not a league that you think, oh, well, this guy can come in, he can do absolute world class. So, for example, as I said, you know, if we brought Messi to the Premier League, he could play shambolic. It just depends, really. But there we go. But we all know that Aubameyang is Premier League proven. We know that he's got the, you know, he's got it in him to be able to, you know, take what he has and actually produce it in the Premier League, because we've seen it with Arsenal, and, you know, we just know he can do it. And currently, right now, we don't have an in-and-out striker who can play in that role. And personally, I think in order for Raheem Sterling to score in goals and to do really well at Chelsea, to like really, like, you know, push the barriers and to make himself a very well-known top-class player in the Premier League, he needs like an Aubameyang with him. He needs that striker. Because if we play these two, like I said, if Sterling goes off, because Sterling can drive the ball, and then, for example, if it's like 2-on-2, so two defenders on two strikers, or two forwards, shall we say, for example, Sterling can pass it to Aubameyang, Sterling can go into space, leading that, you know, defender completely exposed, and then Aubameyang can flip it back over to Sterling, and then Sterling can shoot. And currently we don't have that. Sterling doesn't have that support enabled for him to bang in goals, because Mason Mount can't offer that, Havertz can't offer that, Pulisic can at times offer that, but not really. Whilst Aubameyang, he's always going to be there. He's going to be there constantly. He's going to be in that striker role, and I think those two, if we can get Aubameyang in, you know, we can see some sort of combination going in between them. And I think if we can get him in and we can start scoring goals consistently, a lot of teams like Man City and Liverpool will start thinking, okay, they're not messing around this season. They're being serious. You know what I mean? So I think if we can get Aubameyang in, I think we'll be covered. And then obviously we've got Broja as well. But I just think, ideally, I think Broja's a little bit too young as yet. I think Broja needs a little bit more time to get to crawl into the Premier League. And personally, because Raheem Sterling is like 28 years old, 29 years old, you know, having Aubameyang who's 29 years old, having those two players pretty much the same age, you know, have known the Premier League majority of their life, you know, having them both next to each other, be brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because they know how they can communicate to each other. And doesn't mean every single shot that they do will go in. Obviously not. There might be some offsides, there might be some, you know, missed chances, but it will be something. We would have created chances. I mean, for God's sake, look how many attempts that we had against Tottenham. And if we had a striker like Aubameyang, we could have scored maybe at least 3 or 4 goals against Tottenham. I'm just saying, it could have been game over for Tottenham if we had the striker that we needed. But we don't yet, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Aubameyang will say, you know what, I'm going to go to Chelsea. Barcelona, thank you for what you've done for me, but I'm going to go. That's what we hope. Fingers crossed anyway, we'll just have to see. But yeah. Broja not good enough yet, as he only bagged 6 goals for Saturday. Exactly, this is what I'm saying. You know, the thing is as well is, yes, and this is the other thing. Because he played for Southampton and he scored 6 goals, as you just said, people think, oh my god, he's so good. Is he though? I mean, I like Broja. I think having Broja as a third striker, in a way, because I personally think Thomas Tuchel will play Sterling as a striker, because he can play in that forward role, you know. He can play in that forward role, because technically a left winger is part of the striking role. You know, you're right next to the striker, you're up there. You know, personally, I think give Broja a bit of time. Maybe let Broja like play the FA Cup games and like really low league games, like, you know, against like really low league teams and stuff like that when we have to, and just help him get a bit more into the game, a bit more involved. But then when it comes to the Premier League and the Champions League, let the main men go. You know, let them do their stuff, let them win the games. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. But then obviously the other thing is as well, injuries. If Sterling or Aubameyang gets injured, then Thomas Tuchel's got to rethink, and then that's when he might have to play Havertz that strike again, and then Havertz knows that that's his weakness, and it's just a complete mess. Ideally we need 2 strikers, and Broja's there, but Broja just needs to get a little bit more into the game. Broja isn't going on loan, which I'm surprised about. I'm glad he hasn't gone on loan, but I'm also surprised he hasn't gone on loan as well. So like, I'm happy he's staying at Chelsea because at least we've got a striker as of right now, but also, I think it would have been better for him to go on another loan to a different Premier League club for him just to get a bit more experience on the Premier League and stuff. Because, like I said, it's hammer and tongs for these young players. It really is. I mean, it's not easy. Not easy at all. Especially against like a Van Dijk or a Koulibaly. I mean, yeah, it's just not easy. But with Aubameyang being proven, I think he can offer what we need him to have as well. And other than that, I can't really see any other signings we'll make. I think, ideally, we should just finish this transfer window off with Aubameyang, and then, let's leave Fofana out of it. We can maybe try again January transfer window, but I think for now, let him go. Just let him stay at Leicester City, and then maybe January transfer window, when that opens, we can then go in for another bid again. And then if Leicester City reject it, leave it. No point. But let me know, guys, what do you think about Aubameyang possibly making his way to Chelsea? I think we did definitely put a bid on the table, which is good. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm all for it. I think he'll be very good for Chelsea. He'll look good in a blue shirt, I'll be honest with you, and especially when he's against Arsenal, that will be fun. Pretty much. But yeah, it's like, you see the top 6 teams out there right now, like for example an Arsenal, a Spurs, a City, a Liverpool. They've all got attacking talent up front, and we're just there, just lacking. We look really embarrassing, and I think hopefully having Aubameyang will sort that issue out alongside Raheem Sterling. I'd rather Pulisic go to Newcastle on loan over United because United is toxic as hell. That is very true, and we all know where United are right now as well. So yeah, pretty much Pulisic is left to go to a club who's in the relegation battle and hasn't got a single point. Yeah, if I was Pulisic, I would probably rather go to a different club. And for example, maybe we could, if we did, for example, let Pulisic go to Newcastle could put an offer to buy him for, like, I don't know, ridiculous amount of money, like maybe £95 million. We'd take that, and then we could get another world class player in. So yeah, that'd be interesting. But I think if Chelsea really want to do well this season, we need to get Aubameyang in, and I think that is what Tuchel wants. Tuchel's spoken to Aubameyang. Aubameyang wants to leave, wants to leave Barcelona because he's not in Champions League football, and that is what he wants. So yeah, what I've got here on Twitter is pretty much Aubameyang is focused on Chelsea bid. He wants UCL football. Manchester United is ruled out. So Manchester United did put in a bid for Aubameyang, but Barcelona said, nah, sorry, you're not having him. Which is fair enough. Who wants to go to Man United anyway? And then second news here is breaking. Chelsea have tabled a 22 mil bid for Aubameyang. And then it's up to Aubameyang now to stay or leave Barcelona. So he has the option now to leave or stay, which is completely up to him. Same with Frankie de Jong. Next week he must decide to take a cut or leave. So yeah, pretty much they both got until next week to make their decisions. Please, Aubameyang, join Chelsea, for God's sake, just do it. Aubameyang wearing a Chelsea while having an Arsenal tattoo would be hilarious. Oh my god, did he actually have an Arsenal tattoo? That would be fantastic. I would love to see that. Oh my god, that would be fantastic. Wow, has he actually got an Arsenal tattoo? Oh my god, the scenes. Oh my god, the scenes going to the Emirates Stadium and Aubameyang. Right, look it up here. Right. We buy Aubameyang, okay? We go to the Emirates with Aubameyang. Yeah, he scores a hat-trick. He gets a Chelsea tattoo, a Chelsea logo tattoo. Wherever a tattoo is, let's hope it's on his arm, he shows his tattoo like that, and then, for example, he goes, oh, wait, no, cross it out, and then he shows the Chelsea one. That would be hilarious if he did that. If Aubameyang joined Chelsea and got a Chelsea badge on him, tattooed onto his arm, he could show the Arsenal one and think, oh no, wrong one, and then so show the Chelsea one straight to the Arsenal fans. That would be hilarious. I would not stop laughing if that was me. Yeah, that would be brilliant. That should be a new celebration. I don't know what you would call it. The prank tattoo, I don't know, but that would be kind of cool. Imagine that. Imagine if Aubameyang actually did do that. Dortmund looks like they are going for Ronaldo and Atletico Madrid offer on table. Oh, seriously? That'd be a good move for Ronaldo. He could do quite a lot at Dortmund. Absolutely. Good move for him. But yeah, no, guys, there's 13 of you in the stream. If you haven't already, drop a like, subscribe. Massively appreciate it. If you guys help me out with the channel, drop a like and everything, it will boost up my channel more out onto the YouTube platform, and it means I get more recognised, and that will be massively appreciated. And I really, really appreciate that as well, guys. As you guys are all legends. I am considering about going live later on in the evening as well, from 8 PM onwards. Tomorrow, I will not be doing football news. It will be a Farming Simulator stream. Yeah, I'm into, as you probably see here, I'm into Farming Simulator and all that kind of stuff. And then next week I'll be back, Saturday and Sunday, depending on what news comes out, it'll be back to football, football related. But yeah, if you guys are interested to see a Farming Simulator stream for the first, maybe for the first ever time, then, drop into the stream around about 8 o'clock-ish. I'll be going live. And yeah, it just be a laugh. You guys don't have to come into the stream if you don't want to, it's up to you, but it'll be massively appreciated. So yeah, I'm pretty much doing Farming Simulator Fridays, every Friday. And then for the rest of the week, for you guys, I'm doing football content. So yeah, appreciate the likes, guys. Do appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are absolutely awesome. And yeah, appreciate all the support. Robert Wing says, Cristiano Ronaldo is not old for the club. How can old players score 24 goals last season? Remember what Paul Merson said. Oh gosh. Playing for Chelsea is not like playing for my... Well, no, this is the thing. Like, Ronaldo pretty much carried Manchester United last season. Like, I think without Ronaldo last season for Manchester United, it would have been a ball ache for them. It would have been a complete catastrophe. It would have been hilarious. Man United struggle without good players, and it just goes to show. So yeah, there we go. But yeah. We need to get him immediately before it is too late. He can use... Well, this is the thing. A lot of people were... If you're talking about Ronaldo there, Robert Wayne, I don't know. I don't know if he should join Chelsea or not. If we put in a bid for him, like a good bid, and he wants to play for another Premier League team, then I'm all for it. But if he decides he wants to go to a different league, then that's all for him as well, Personally, if you guys are Ronaldo lovers out there, I'm a Messi fan. I don't particularly like Ronaldo massively. I wouldn't want Ronaldo at the club. I just wouldn't. I really wouldn't. He's old. Well, in a nice way, he's old. He's coming to the time of his retirement, and if you buy him, personally, I just feel like it's a waste of money because he's like 37 years old now, and he's got like about 2 more years until he hits 40. I would rather go for Aubameyang over Ronaldo, because Aubameyang's quite a lot younger and he's still got the experience as well. So yeah, personally, I would not go for Ronaldo. No thanks. But I do understand what you guys are saying though. Like, Ronaldo can bang in goals. I absolutely agree with that. Ronaldo is insane at that. He can do that very quickly and very well. But just because of the age that he's at, I just don't think it'll be worth it for the 2 years. I think he'd be better off maybe going back to his old club like Real Madrid or Juventus again, and just kind of maybe end his career at one of those clubs where he kind of grew up. Well, I know he grew up with Manchester United, but then he went down to, I think it was Real Madrid, if I'm not mistaken, or Juventus. But it'd be cool for him if he could retire at one of those clubs. But I understand what you guys are saying about that. I do get that. Like, he can bang in goals, right, left, centre, and he can probably do it with his eyes closed. I agree with that. He's a great player, but I just don't think he would. I just don't think we would use him that much. This is the other issue. Tuchel doesn't seem to use that many players if they're at an age where they're getting to the age. I mean, okay, I say that Thiago Silva is like 37 years old as well, But the reason why that we play Thiago Silva constantly is because he's got experience and we need him in defence. That's it, because you don't really have any other defenders except from Azpilicueta, who's also coming to the retirement as well. So yeah, the age issue, I agree, but him and Messi are not shit. No, that is true. That is true. Yeah, this is the thing. It's like the age is something you got to consider. But then on the other hand, you then look at him thinking, oh my god, he has been incredible. Like, you know, Ronaldo, and I'm not a Ronaldo lover either. I prefer Messi. But personally, Ronaldo, what he's done over his career, from what trophies he's won, and what teams and different clubs he's gone to, all around the world, and what he's done for those clubs, absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I take my hat off for him there. That's amazing. But for 2 years, is it really worth it? Like, think about would you rather the short run or the long run, and score constant goals in the long run, and score maybe 20 goals in the short run, then he has to retire and you lost him. You know what I mean? It's not really worth it. But I agree with everyone's. I agree. I you know, I understand what you guys are saying there. But I can't see him joining Chelsea just because of, you know, his age, and you know, he won't play as much as he may want to, because then we might buy Aubameyang, and it's just, yeah, there's no point. And Tuchel is not interested in buying him either. So yeah, Tuchel's more interested in buying Pier Emirick Aubamayang than he is Ronaldo. We'll leave it there. But I think this season will be very interesting, and what we will bring will be very interesting. But I think we just got to accept it, you know. If Tuchel wants that player, people will be upset with that, and I get that. People will be annoyed with him, but we just got to get on with him, you know. We have to back our manager. Tuchel's done a lot for us, and he's won a lot of games for us. And for God's sake, he's one of the youngest. He's a young manager. You look at Pep Guardiola, you look at Jurgen Klopp, they're both in their 50s, going to their 60s. Blimmin' Thomas Tuchel's like 48 years old. He's still got loads of years left. And Todd Bowley's giving him a 6-year contract on the edge of that as well. So yeah, it all goes to show. Tuchel don't want him. He ain't coming. What is that? Ronaldo. God, I hope it's not. I hope it hasn't gone to bloody Aubameyang. Oh my god. Imagine that. Imagine Aubameyang says, "No, I don't want to go to Chelsea." That will actually sting. But yeah, we just have to see. I mean, you know, we have to back our manager. I mean, the one player I really do not want to have at Chelsea, and I think a lot of people will agree with me with this, is Gordon from Everton. I just don't think no, I don't want him. I really don't want him. Yeah, I just don't think he'll be worth it. And personally, we need someone that's going to be there for the club, and you know, that's going to score goals for us. And Aubameyang has that way more than Gordon, way more. Yeah, Ronaldo. Okay, cool. Yeah, Aubameyang would suit Chelsea so well. That's just the thing as well. Ronaldo, I can't see Ronaldo's. I mean, this is the other thing as well. It's like, this is, I say it's a very important thing, but pace as well. Pace is quite an important thing. Aubameyang technically has more pace going forward than Ronaldo. Ronaldo's pretty much lost his legs. He's lost his limbs. So yeah, the only thing that Ronaldo can really get now is heading, because he's like 6 foot tall or something ridiculous. But yeah, on the long run, you guys have to understand, on the long run, it has to be Aubameyang because what he can offer at Chelsea. I would take Gordon, but 50 mil. Yeah, 50 mil, no. I don't know what on earth is going on there, but yeah, 50 mil for Gordon, absolutely no chance. That's the other issue. Why on earth is like a 19, 20-year-old getting offered 50 million? Like, that is ridiculous. I don't even think Timo Werner and Kai Havertz combined are worth that much, let's be honest. Let alone a youngster, no, ridiculous. Oh my god, if we buy Gordon now, oh my god. Chelsea fans, be prepared. If we get Gordon through the door, I'm going to be so annoyed. I may not even bother, like, you know, even doing a live stream. Like, I mean, no offence. I mean, he's just not going to play, is he? Unless he comes to Chelsea and does an absolute madness, which will be very rare. Very rare indeed, but yeah, no. I really want Aubameyang over any other player right now. And yes, we've got Broja. And yes, Broja can play alongside Aubameyang, and Aubameyang can teach him some talent that Broja's never even learnt before. So it's all a bit of a win-win. And Raheem Sterling as well, alongside Aubameyang. There could be a combination there, those two. And I think it'll be very exciting to see. Hopefully, if he joins Chelsea, it'll be very exciting to see what Thomas Tuchel will do with him, what formation he'll do, what players he'll play alongside Aubameyang. And yeah, hope for all the best. Yeah. Put it this way, Cucurella was 16 mil, and then Gordon for 50 mil makes you laugh. It really does. It really does. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. It's crazy. It is crazy. But Cucurella's worth the money. Cucurella's so worth the money. What Cucurella's already offered at Chelsea, he's already assisted Koulibaly for that half volley. What Cucurella's already done already showed Chelsea so far is fantastic. And Gordon, I just don't think he can offer anything. I just don't think he can. I don't see what Tuchel can see in Gordon. I just don't. Can't work it out. Can't work it out. But there we go. We'll just have to see what Tuchel does at the end of the day. I'm going to go for at least another 2 or 3 minutes, guys. So any questions you want to ask me or any other things you want to talk about, then get it in the chat because it will be ending very soon. I only go for live for about 45-ish minutes or so. So yeah. How's it going, guys? Appreciate all the support in today's stream. You guys have been absolutely awesome as always. Yeah. Farming Simulator Friday tomorrow. So there we go. There'll be no football content tomorrow, but there'll be Farming Simulator. So if you guys want to watch something different for once, then tune in tomorrow at 8 PM. And I think I'm gonna start going live, even doing these news and information streams at 8 PM. So yeah, the only issue is obviously is I'm in Britain, so timescales might be different for you guys and so on. But yeah, I think 8 PM will be the time that I'm gonna go live from now on, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Also, turn on the post notifications. Notifications seem to be a bit sloppy for the last 2 days, I've noticed. Yeah, if you guys aren't getting notified, make sure to have your notifications turned on. And even if you do, there's 3 settings, I believe, for the notifications. So make sure you got it on all. So everything I do, it will appear on your, it will tell you that I'm live or whatever. So yeah, I'll be live tomorrow for some Farming Simulator, and then Saturday, I don't know Saturday yet until there's any more news. I'll keep you guys all up to date, and Sunday I don't know. So yeah, if not though, I'll keep you guys all up to date. Another thing as well, I like to keep you all up to date on my community page. So if you head over to my channel and you go over, you'll see the community page onto the far right. Go on that and you'll see all my posts there. And if I'm not live for a day or so, and you're worried about it, or if I'm just not here, I'll most likely put it in the community page, so then you guys are all up to date with what I'm doing and what's going on. So yeah, but if there's any here we go news, I will be live 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes after. So that will be very good. But yeah, no guys, thank you all so much for the support today. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I appreciate everyone that's come in again. You guys are absolutely awesome. And yeah, enjoy your... Well, wait, what was today? We're Thursday, not even Friday. Well, I was going to say enjoy your weekend. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll be live again for tomorrow for some more Farming Simulator live stream. First one in a very long time, actually. That's going to be exciting. And then back, hopefully, with this on Saturday or Sunday, depending on how I feel. So yeah, if not, though, back next Monday after Friday. So yeah, see you guys all very soon. Thank you all as again for the support. You guys are absolutely amazing. And until next time, I've been Rocket. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you guys all very soon. Goodbye for now.